It's a beautiful day. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day.
Afternoon, everyone. Great to have you with us for another episode of Our Town. New location, not far from our capital. You're really going to enjoy our feature episode on one of Western Australia's gems. People, this is Fremantle. Fresh, vibrant, rejuvenated, exciting. Fremantle is seeing a few changes at the moment, and it's all for the good. Yes, Freo, as this coastal city is fondly known as, has a new lease of life. But this is a place that will not forget its history. It's a massive part of where Fremantle is today. Fremantle was founded as a town back in 1871 and gained its city status in 1929. Nowadays, the city of Fremantle is home to 30,000 proud locals, covering just under 20 square kilometres. The land in and around Fremantle has always been a significant place for the Whadjuk people, who are recognised as the traditional owners of the greater Fremantle area. Today, their cultural and heritage beliefs continue to play an important role in the present and future Fremantle. It's Fremantle's unique culture that attracts and keeps people here. The city has a strong focus on the arts and runs its own iconic Fremantle Arts Centre. And people travel from everywhere to get amongst the numerous music and cultural festivals hosted across various venues. Fremantle's central business district runs alongside the Swan River's eastern and northern corridors. It's where the river meets the Indian Ocean, with some stunning beaches north and south of the city. As a major port for WA, Fremantle Harbour is the main entry point for container ships, cruise liners, ferries and leisure craft. And 18 k's off the coast lies the beautiful and popular Rottnest Island. When visitors come to Perth, they come to Freo. This cool multicultural city has no shortage of attractions, and people from all over the world visit all year around. Fremantle is currently undergoing a rejuvenation, but in saying that, it's kept its charm. That's what it's famous for. As you make your way through the streets today, new buildings are being built, modern apartments are popping up, new retail outlets are opening. There's a lot to get excited about. It's a new era, a place for the people, and the City of Fremantle's King Square renewal, an investment of $270 million, is by far the biggest project undertaken by the local council, in partnership with Serona Capital, and is one of the most important developments in Fremantle's history. The project will inject $358 million into the local economy, create hundreds of jobs, and it will redefine King Square as the true heart of Fremantle. The new King Square will attract more people to Fremantle, more people will want to move and live here, close to the city centre. It also means more indirect employment opportunities, and it will be a better place to visit, work and live.
On the back of King Square, which has been a really great catalyst for actually getting a whole bunch of new developments in Freo. In fact, there's about $1.3 billion of development in the pipeline, about half of which is either recently finished or under construction, and that's new hotels, apartments and office as well. So it's a really good time to be in Freo.
Inclusive of the game-changing King Square redevelopment, there is currently unprecedented renewal and investment in Fremantle, with more than $1.3 billion in public and private investment in the pipeline. New space around commercial and office availability will be established in the city centre over the next few years. And this growth story is not only bringing new people to Freo, it is also giving businesses a new lease of life.
We opened in late 2000. We opened a brewery and restaurant right on Fishing Boat Harbour in Fremantle. We just celebrated our 18th birthday, and we've become a Fremantle or a WA institution over the years. And everyone loves to, locals, tourists love to come down and experience what we've got to offer here and drink my great beer. Everyone's talking about Freo at the moment, it's talk of the town, and it's all good times here.
We love Fremantle, mainly because it's got so much character. It's got a certain vibe that I don't think a lot of Perth has. Opportunity came up in the markets to have a stall here, and I came here 2010 and haven't looked back. And the markets itself has developed and grown massively just in the time I've been here. Fremantle has so many people coming through. Lots of people come to Fremantle because there's so much to do. It's just a lovely space.
There's some really great stuff happening, and I always think that Freo's really lucky. You've got this amazing city that's got the water on one side, some amazing built heritage, and lots of amazing creative people. And there's a real sense that Freo's coming back to life with lots of great creative businesses, from the big to the small, all coming in, calling it home. It just feels like it's a great time to be in town.
An integral cog in how Fremantle can move forward to the best of its ability is the city's focus in creating an easy, attractive and affordable place for people to lead a happy and healthy life, where a commitment to sustainable living plays a key role in everyday living. In 2015, the City of Fremantle adopted the One Planet strategy, the first council in Western Australia to do so. With One Planet, the city works with partners to create places that enable people to live, work and carry out their business within the natural limits of the planet. The Bioregional project applies 10 One Planet principles and a set of targets to support the development of flagship sustainable regions.
WGV is a great example of a One Planet living community that's been developed from the ground up. The site was previously a special school that was surplus to government requirements, and Landcorp started consulting with the community about what should happen here. And the feedback was that the community wanted a sustainable development. Using the One Planet living framework made sense. WGV has been an innovation through demonstration project for Landcorp to really demonstrate how infill can be done sensitively and sustainably in an existing suburb. WGV offers residents an opportunity to live a sustainable lifestyle. That's through a range of initiatives, including the design guidelines, which push energy efficiency and sustainable design. WGV is a test bed for a lot of innovative technologies, including solar and battery storage. That started with a single strata development of 3 one-bedroom units, which has a shared solar and 9 kilowatt battery. And then that was extended to the other apartments on site, including the Shack and Evermore apartments. Fremantle is a great opportunity for us to demonstrate a project like this because they are a One Planet living council, and they were fully supportive of sustainable development and really partnered with us on the project. It's vitally important that we demonstrate that we can do development with a lesser footprint. We've demonstrated that we can reduce energy by between 75 and 85%. So it's possible to tackle things like climate change and actually leave a lasting legacy of a One Planet community.
the City of Fremantle. Stay with us, we'll be back soon with some of the city's partners who are playing major roles in the new Fremantle.
It's a beautiful day.
So Brett, I've been coming to Freo since 1987 when the America's Cup was held here. I was a university student. I really love Freo's grittiness. It's a port city, it's a university town, wonderful arts and culture vibe, and I really love the heritage buildings around town. Really looking forward to the future for Fremantle. So it all started when Serona Capital bought the Myer building in 2010. We got together with the City of Fremantle to conceive a major commercial and retail and civic project here in the heart of King's Square. It's the first major investment that Fremantle has seen since the America's Cup in 1987, a $270 million project that we hope will make Fremantle a great place to live, work and play again. Brett, this has been a huge investment for Serona Capital, but also for the City of Fremantle, who have shared our vision from the very beginning to deliver a transformative project into the City of Fremantle. King's Square will deliver a huge transformation for Fremantle CBD, almost 2,000 office workers, about $50 million of retail turnover, and a new civic precinct for the City of Fremantle, and ultimately provide a really great place for not only the local community, but for the people of Perth to visit.
Now, tell us about FOMO.
FOMO is 5,500 square metres of new retail space here in the heart of Fremantle. Retail space like you've never seen before. It's a fusion of performance, retail, art and food, all in the one location, one precinct. And we expect there'll be tens of thousands of people will be visiting FOMO every week. FOMO, the brand, is a brand built by the community for the community. And this was evidenced by paint-in that we held on Fremantle Oval last year in September. We had almost 800 local artists turn up to paint what Fremantle actually means to them. And we're going to use 5 of those art pieces and incorporate them within the development. A project almost 10 years in the making and a spend of over $270 million. But Fremantle really needs it. It's a transformational project. We're really excited to be part of returning Fremantle to its former glory, albeit with a contemporary twist.
I live in South Freo and our office is here in Fremantle. So for me, it's very much a local thing. I see the products we develop every day and I'm in the community, and I think I know what Freo needs, and I'm really passionate about it. I mean, I think everyone knows once you get the Freo bug, it's really hard. It's a really hard one to shake. I set up Yoke in 2012. We saw in the gap in the market for a sustainable design-led product. Well, when I mean design-led, I mean looking at the features of a site, looking at the orientation, looking at things like cross-ventilation for apartments, and we felt there was just a place for a unique product like this in the market. We're very passionate about sustainability. We always have been. Evermore up in the WEG estate in Wycombe Valley, it was a unique project. It was the first project in WA to have a solar and battery storage in an apartment strata, and it was the first apartment project in WA to be One Planet certified. The Little Lane is a project in the area of Fremantle that's due for revitalisation for a long time. It's located about 100 metres from King's Square, and I'd say we're probably stage 2 of the revitalisation of this area. It's 70 apartments and 6 commercial shops. But one thing that Freo needs is people. The more people you have in an area, the more people that are living there and working there and using the shops, using the cafes, that's what really revitalises an area. We now have 7 developments in various stages throughout Fremantle. One we're particularly proud of is Harbour. It's the first mass timber office in Western Australia. The advantage of that is you are working in an environment with natural materials, and what you have is a very healthy working environment and a place that people enjoy working. We have a great team at Yoke. Everyone has the freedom to think outside the box. I think this freedom really is what creates the unique products that Yoke offers to the market. I ride my bike down to work, and it's really this is a Freo lifestyle, and it's a great place. I drop my daughter at school in Fremantle, and it's just it's that local Freo vibe that you get that I don't think you get anywhere else in Perth, and maybe not anywhere else in Australia.
It's a beautiful day.
Fremantle's East End is proving a popular location for new people moving to the area, as well as locals looking to set up home here. And they want a lifestyle that gets the very best out of Freo. A fresh new alternative to residential accommodation is DHA's Live Apartments. To say that Live is close to everything is an understatement, with everything in walking distance. Shopping, cafes, eateries, bars. This part of Freo is the go-to place at the moment, and it caters for a diverse age group too. Modern community living and a focus on sustainability is what Live is all about, with a choice of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments with all you need in reach.
I've lived in Freo for 20 years, and I went off to Sydney for 10 years to work. And I was over here house sitting a couple of years ago, and I thought, no, this is really where I want to be again. I want to come and retire back in Fremantle. And I was walking past the apartments here in the East End, and I had a look at a display apartment, and I thought, yep, that's it for me. And I put a deposit down straight away. Fremantle's got a lot of beautiful historic houses and historic areas, but I wanted something that was new and modern and in an area where I could walk around and just feel safe and secure and have a great view and participate in the community here. So I wanted to be part of the Fremantle community again. It's amazing. I can just walk out the door and there's a couple of coffee shops. There's a restaurant, there's a designer label shop. I can walk into town. I used to work in the city, so it was very easy. Just walk, catch a train, go and work in the city. But now I work from home, which is fantastic. So it's very convenient for everything. If I want to go for a swim, which is really good because it's just across the road, and I swim regularly at the pool. It didn't occur to me that I would love apartment living until I came back to Fremantle and I thought, nah, this is actually what I want. This is the best thing I've done. Apartment living is just so much easier than having a house. You don't have any gardens, you don't have to do anything around the house, maintenance, any of those sorts of things. It's just a simple way to live, and I just feel like I'm part of a community now back in Freo.
Fremantle's coastal corridor has been earmarked as a key pathway for expansion by the City of Fremantle. A company that has already established a solid footprint in this part of Fremantle is Match, part of the M Group, who are raising the bar in signature apartment living.
Our first move into Fremantle was via the Heirloom Apartments, or formerly known as the Dalgety Wool Stores, which is a heritage-listed building. Originally constructed in 1923, we completed this restoration in 2017. We've always been on a mission to defend the city's streetscape by doing something slightly different, and this heritage restoration helped us achieve that. It was important for us, a beautiful heritage building such as this, that we retained as much as the heritage fabric as possible. We retained roughly 85% of the original fabric and the exposed brickwork and timber. So Heirloom Apartments received 2 state heritage awards for adaptive reuse and really set new standards in design excellence. A heritage renewal of this size and scale probably won't be seen again in Perth. It sits right on the doorstep of Fremantle and allows residents the ability to walk to the local amenity, bars and restaurants. We wanted to provide a modern take on a historical building, and we think we've done that with Heirloom. M27 is one of our latest apartment releases on Parry Street, right in the heart of Fremantle, not far from Heirloom Apartments. It comprises of 40 apartments across 4 levels with beautiful park views and utilises natural light and natural ventilation. The inspiration for M27 really came from Fremantle itself. It's a well-designed boutique apartment project which creates its own identity and community. We've been a big part of Fremantle over the last decade and have seen substantial growth in Fremantle. We want to deliver well-designed apartment projects to support the growth of Fremantle, and projects like M27 and Heirloom are doing that. Fremantle has a great deal of growth still to come, and we're proud to be a part of that.
Fremantle, it's all here. There's a really good feel about what's going on around town, so do yourself a favour and come down and check it out. It's a cool story of the old and the new. That's us for this week. Glad you could join us. Now be sure to check out our Facebook page where you can keep up to date with everything our town. It's bye from Fremantle until next time, where we'll see you somewhere in WA.
It's a beautiful day.